Hello, this is Jamie from Randomise User. Yes, this is the Sunday night stream here on the channel. Today we're playing Megaquarium, a nice relaxing game, very straightforward, so I don't have to think again. Sunday night's always knackering, so I'm always not wanting to play anything too high NRG, which stands for energy. Right, so this is just an old save that I've just finished off. This is like level 3 or something. But in this we'll play Sandbox Mode once we get a few people in and we'll get going. Right, so let's have a quick drink. Right, yes, okay, let's I think I've completed all this. Maybe I saved this before I completed this. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to start a new game. When I first played this and put it out on the channel, there wasn't a sandbox mode. I think I got it because it was an advanced key. They hadn't actually unlocked the sandbox mode yet, but now they have. I've got 5 into the campaign at the moment, but that video, the video of level 5 will be coming out at some point, probably tomorrow actually. The one that was actually on the channel first was Northwoods. Yeah, so tomorrow hopefully is that. But we're going to play Sandbox Mode. So I'm not really hugely familiar with the interface here for this Sandbox Mode, but I think this is I think a quick start is probably the best thing to do because it means that we've got a few more things to unlock early on. Other than that, everything's fairly straightforward. We've got a seed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. I've gone rogue. Right. Start game. We start with the blankest of canvases. Let's actually increase the size of things just a little bit. Yeah. Think that's sorted that. Oh god, there's some... Don't want that. Right, so the aquarium ain't open yet. We just have to start thinking about putting in some tanks. I wonder if I should go for the big one this time. Like a Belfast tank straight on. Because what I'd like to do is try an idea where I make people happy from the very first time they walk in. They'll walk in and they'll see a great big Belfast tank like this, and then they'll get really happy and probably spend money or something like that. But what I think I'll do a little bit of doing is I'll just create a little corridor in, because later on we might want to have some like gift shops and stuff like that, and all that. So we probably will need to expand this a little bit more. Also down here. Not too expensive, this. Just go completely mad. Hey, hey, hey. Right. Just to set up a little tank action. So, yeah, this will cover pretty much the entire area. So let's put that there. And then we'll need some steps up at the back. Get a bit closer, actually. Then they'll walk up there. Sorted. Right. Just before I go on, I'm just going to check things are going okay with the stream. Last week, the stream was a bit flaky. So I want to make damn sure everything's going okay, because all is best done at the start of the stream before things get going, just so things don't go weird. I think YouTube has changed some of its settings recently. Yeah, whatever. Has this actually gone out? I think it has. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, better get going with a little bit of this stuff. So I think for this sort of tank I should probably have some remote stuff. Let's put this over here. We're going to have a little engine room type thing just here. put some equipment in. We need a pump first. So if we put that... this is going to be a bit just out of range. What I'll probably do is move the door. Move it to about there instead. There, that's more like it. Quick door. Oh, hello to Evil Black Cat and Brinlex Brian. Yeah, there's some things not going on with the notifications. I think this possibly hasn't gone out at all. I had to like I don't know. It's not... something's not working. But... hello, Pigeon Suck as well. Notification from YouTube. No one knew you were on or not. Says Evil Black Cat. I also sound kind of echoey. That's probably because I was facing away from the mic when I was saying that. Is that better? That should be better. Let me know if it's any worse than that. But that should be a problem. That should be anything to do with the stream. Going completely hideously wrong. But we should be fine. Even if it's a quiet stream, I don't really mind this week because I'm a bit knackered. I wonder if it's counting as a live stream. It should be. Everything should be fine. But we'll get going, and well, if things go hideously wrong, then tough titty, really. I'm not going to put any equipment in there just yet, actually, because I just need to hang on. Put that in there. Actually, need to decide. Oh bloody hell! Need to decide on some fish for our aquarium. Brinlex Brian says, "Is the stream laggy, or is it just me?" You seem to be getting it for after last week. Last week was a mess, but this week I seem to be broadcasting okay. So if anyone else has a problem, do shout. It looks like at the moment it is just you. So I've got quite a nice selection of fish to bung in our pot. I'm going to check to see if we should put cold weather or warm weather fish in there. As usual, most of the fish are warm weather. The ones down here, so these lot are cold water. I would have to put a chiller instead of a heater in. So let's just bung in some good fish. So let's put in 4 of these, because they need to be all together as pals. And they can probably put in a couple of them. A couple of them. What a nice tank we've got. Oh, and I think we've managed to actually get roped more people in, despite the lack of possible notifications. I think I set it to, like, reset it to public or something did help, but yeah. I'm sure there's something weird. I think the trouble is last week things went so wrong with the connection that it seemed to reset some of YouTube's defaults. Or it reset everything, all my settings back to the default thing, and ended up putting a second video out, and it was all chaos. And I'm wondering if there's anything hanging over from last time, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. So if you haven't seen this on the channel, this is Megaquarium. We're in Sandbox Mode, so we can do what the hell we like. There are no objectives. Unfortunately, there will be. I've tried to put my face in as inconspicuous place as possible for this, but it might still obscure a couple of windows. But it's that sort of game. There are windows everywhere. So we need some clean water and some heating. So I'll put in a power combi on the pump. Oh, we need more heating. We need loads more heating. Let's put a large heater in. That's more like it. And we'll bung in some kelp. Some live rocks. I haven't even seen those before. This can't fit in anywhere. So let's put in something else instead. Just any old stuff, really. Just to make it look prettier. So that when people do turn up, which I'm going to open now, hey, there will be good times. Right, just hire a lad. He's very empathetic. Hello. That could wait just a second. Just got to hire someone who's good at everything. You're pretty good at everything. And someone else, maybe? Yeah, you'll do. Might choose now. So this is the next thing we're going to research. Let's go for a turbot. Oh, that was a cold weather thing. Oh well. Evil Black Cat says the echo was your fault. Oh, her fault. Accidentally had it playing on Twitter too. Yeah. That guy suggests putting the camera just below top bar. The trouble is, no matter where you put it, windows will appear because the more you actually click on, the more you do. I mean, I could try and put myself down here-ish. I'll see how it goes. See if we obscure too much. But as I say, there's pretty much nothing we can do. Right, so at the moment I'm going to have to pause the aquarium just for a second, just because we haven't actually set up the feeding bit yet. The trouble is, because it's a sandbox, I mean, I can do whatever the hell I like, and therefore I've got no plan. And it might be the aquarium might be born of chaos, but we should be okay. I'm just going to create a little staff area back here. Possibly put in some staff doors, although I'll have to tear down some of the things again. Staff door in there and there. And then we need to feed sort of brownish orange pellets into here. So all we need to do is put in the orange pellet dispenser just there. Whilst we're at it, put in a tool station next to all this equipment. Let's put it there, just in case it needs fixing. And technically now we've got an aquarium. He's giving us points and all is good. And we haven't really got much for anyone to do at the moment. Oh, hello, Kyle. You want a worker named after you? Oh, you can do that, I think. Lorenzo. You might not be able to... Oh, we've got an achievement. Name an animal. What? It says name an animal. I'm not 100% sure you can actually name the staff. I think you can name certain things. Entrance 1. Now there are ways. I've seen ways of doing this, but I'm not quite sure why it's not working now. But huh. If anyone knows how to do that. Name a fish Betty, then kill it, says Pigeon Suck. I wonder what that achievement was actually about. Oh, look at that! I moved the thing away, and that moved the window. I think I might. I think you might be right. I think it might be an idea for me to move the webcam down to here. Then hopefully I'll be less in the way. Because now I'll be like staring downwards. It'll look a bit peculiar. Oh, here we go. No, you double click. Rob the guest. We don't want a guest named after people because they'll just disappear. Right. So Kyle, you can be Lorenzo. Kyle the aquarist. Let's fire him. No, it's not. Did that work? There's Penny. Yep, that worked. So we might actually be able to name the fish then. I've never tried this before, but... So this is currently an Azure Demoiselle 1. Oh, we can! Let's call it Betty the Fish then. It'll still be the same species. But now we have Betty the Fish, and we're not going to kill it. Carl says, well, if all else fails, I'll settle for being a fish. Some sort of bottom feeder or scum sucker. Now, you're a worker, you're a proper honest worker, and all is good. So this doesn't look like much of an aquarium at the moment, but it'll develop into the most amazing thing you've ever seen, I promise. So I'm starting to think this wall can come down. I was going to try and funnel people in, but sod the funneling. I'm going to try and see if I've actually got a gift shop on the go. Here we go. This is something that I've only just really been discovering in the second episode of the Let's Play, which is coming out probably tomorrow. Is that you can flog them tat by putting in like this sort of stuff, a guidebook. So I'm going to put one literally by the entrance, but we will also need. Oh, where is it? We'll also need a guidebook supply, and this probably needs to be inside here, I think. So I'll put in the staff door here, so people they've got ultimate access for the staff. Java Drink says, I'm not sure you're not going to kill it. I think we should be okay, because we are feeding it all okay, and the fish are fairly robust so long as you keep them hot and everything, you know, with nicely filtered water. It would be complaining if there were with little bubbles above it, if I was on the verge of some sort of fish massacre. I think someone just left because someone was knackered and then they left because there was nowhere to sit. So I'm going to put in a bench. I'm going to put in another bench kind of here. Actually, I don't really want to put it there. Let's put it... You can barely see this, but there's going to be benches there. They're just like wandering around all over the place now. So we will need another tank. Let's go for... It's actually a really large area that I've created here. Well, let's do an observer tank. Just here. Probably a good idea to... Get out of the way, love! There we go. Put one there. And we'll probably put another one in... here. Right, that's going to be... really awkward little area just there. Staff door there. Let's get a little bit closer up onto the action. There we go. And we need a few more walls here and there. Just... Oh, actually we can't put it there. That's silly. We'll trap someone in there. Maybe we'll trap a baby. Kyle says, is that yellow shirt in the staff room a guest that's gotten into the wrong place? There shouldn't be any yellow... Oh, hello, you're right. How did they get there? Right, hang on. Get out! How did you get there? Oh well. They're fine now. Oh, that looks like it needs to be... Oh, it's being fixed by her. That's fine. Java Drink says, can you feed her to a shark? I don't think you can drop people into a tank. There's William. Unfortunately not. They grayed out. Invalid placement location. Oh, that's a shame. Well, you can go there instead. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, they're going to start complaining that we haven't actually got anything in these tanks. They do get pissy if you do that. So let's put in another staff door. I like staff doors. Doors everywhere. Right, so we're going to put some fish into here. Let's have some nice fish, as opposed to those shit fish. Schooling bannerfish. Oh, this needs a really big tank. We can only fit 23 bigness in there, so not going to do that. Schooling bannerfish can piss off. Then coral beauty. A cuckoo wrasse, or a ballion wrasse. That gets big. Also, it eats crustaceans. There's also a cold weather. It's a cold tank. Lad, that. Actually, let's make a cold tank. And why not? So this is going to need cooling rather than heating. This goes to 11. That goes to 14. So those won't actually fit in there. So any other cold weather people? We can have a starfish. That's not the most exciting thing, but okay, let's have one of these green lads. They'll grow to 14, so we can't put too much in there. We can have a couple of starfish in there as well. Oh, the starfish grow to 14 as well. They're big buggers. Well, sod it, let's just have a cuckoo. One of them won't go to the full size, but never mind. Carl says, I thought this game was a bit of a roller coaster tycoon homage, but never mind that, you can't drown innocent people for no reason. Oh yeah, in Roller Coaster Tycoon, the whole point was basically to send the roller coaster off the end and destroy all. That was good shit. Now, this reminds me more of Theme Hospital, well, the original Theme Hospital in terms of look and feel. And also, I mean, obviously with Roller Coaster Tycoon, you can build wild and exciting rides, whereas in this it's more about just tanks, big rectangular tanks. So I need a little bit of chilling, not too much by the looks of it, although as the fish grow, they will need more. So let's put that there. Is that enough? That is plenty. That's plenty of chilling. And we also need quite a lot of good water quality, so let's go for a large filter. This might need also a protein thing. No, that's okay. That's fine. We'll need to feed that with cockles. Cockles. We have got no room here at all. This back room is too thin. It's meagre. Oh well. Well, we'll have to fill up the other tank and all. So this is going to be... We don't want a half and half. We've already got those of those. Oh, yellow tang. Good old yellow tang. And we can have a few of these. Yellow tang and maybe... Oh, we can't put that fish in the same tank as that fish because they'll be competing for green pellets. And apparently the fox face gets pissy if you do that. We can't put that in there because it requires an enormous tank. Okay, so we'll put in a couple of yellow tangs. But we'll also do something else and all. So we've got ×2 there. Those are okay. We can do a coal beauty. We can't put it in with a bully. And it will eat coals as well. Yellow tangs are not bullies. And we can only put in one. We can literally only put in one of these. Apparently, according to the guy. What's that? Coal beauty 1 is at risk of death. Oh, that's fine because we haven't actually... Oh, it's a worm. Oh, I put it in the wrong tank. That's why. That's a cold tank. Hang on, let's quickly swap tanks. Someone had to run in with a bucket to sort that out. And we could probably squeeze in another fish or two. Or just... Not another blue starfish. Oh, hang on. I've got a crumb in the back of my throat or something. What haven't we got any? We haven't got a dotty back. So if we just put in a couple of those, well, that should sort that out. And we've got a nice little tank, but we also need green. We need green pellets. We need orange pellets. We need some kelp or something. We need the filtering, and we'll need the heat. So let's put in a power combi. That sorts out everything. Right. So food-wise, we do need to add in a bunch of feeding stations. Not that. That's not feeding stations. There's not much room on the screen at the moment. Right, so let's put in cockles down here at Cockleshell Bay. And we also need orange pellets and green pellets. And then the staff will... Oh, hang on, we haven't actually got a cave in this tank. This is our next bit of research. Oh, a coffee machine! Ooh, I've never seen one of those before. What's a nitrate reactor? Removes excess nitrates, allowing for water quality high enough for sensitive species in medium tanks. Also a mega heater. Small tunnel tank. A balloon shelf? That requires quite a lot. Let's have a balloon shelf. No idea what that is. What we do need is a big old cave or something. A rocky overhang will do. That'll satisfy the requirements of the fish living in there. This needs the kelp, the video game kelp. The tank should be... Oh, the tank isn't big enough. Nope, it needs we'll have to go for flat stuff like eelgrass. And maybe a bit of feather calurpa. What the bollocksing hell that is. And a couple of small rocks as well, just for added funsies. And now they're all going to look at these tanks and think, what a great aquarium this is. I think. Well, they better bloody do it, I'll slap them. Oh, hello to Malik, Gali, and probably, actually a few other people. Oh, with that cat and all. Did you turn up earlier? No, I think on your back. Kyle says, you'll definitely need a coffee machine if I'm working there. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, people are actually getting very sleepy, so... Thankfully, we have got benches. But I think we could do with a few more, so they can have a good old sit. Speaking of which, we need a bog, so they can have a good old shit as well. But... I don't know where I should put these benches. I'm going to go rogue. I'm going to put the benches right in the middle of everything. Normally I put them up against walls, but not in this case. Put that there and there. I think... Oh, someone needs the bog. Alright. So welcome to another episode of On the Bog with Jamie. Shout out to Starmancer. So you... I don't want you to poo on the floor. That's what I do know. Let's put the bog here. I'm going to lower the walls so we can actually see what the hell we're doing. Oh, there's a bench there. Tilly. Piss off, Tilly. Go back to Star Trek. I'm going to move that bench to there, I think. That one and all. This game really does allow you to just move things around all over the place. There's no penalty for it, which is refreshing after a lot of games which get very mean about that sort of thing. Right, so we're going to put a bog in here. That'll cover all the green area that you can just about see. And so we'll probably have a bog in there and all. So that'll cover that side. And they can poo to their heart's content. We will need something a bit disgusting. We will need... Where is it? Oh, it's not in that one. It's in that one. We need a sponge sink. so someone can clean the bog. Dirty, dirty bog. Let's put it there. In future, I might put on a couple of tanks here so we can use this room to its full extent. Have a drink. Rainbow Snail says, endgame in this should be to catch and exhibit Cthulhu. He almost counts as a marine animal, right? Good point. Apparently there's an octopus in this. Apparently there is Steve the Octopus. Of some description. But I've never got that far. In my campaign I've got to level 5 out of, I think it's 12 or something like that. But this is the Sandbox Mode, which I've never tried out before until now. Go on, go to the bog. Go on. I'm watching you. Yes! Pop. Splosh. Blimey, that was quick. I hope you washed your hands. Yeah. Right, so now she is getting needy for food. Apparently she likes the yellow tang. She's finding this place clean and tidy. She really likes the coral beauty and those small rocks. She likes my small rocks. All the effort and care and attention I put into this place, paying off nicely. Oh god, everyone wants some food now. Right, so I think we're going to put in. I'll probably tank up over here. So what I'll do is I'll have a kind of area here, which is kind of like the food bit. I don't like the idea of just putting things right in the middle, but it might actually be the best way of doing it. Because it'll give it maximum coverage then. So we need some chocolate vending machine. There. That's my food station. But we will need bins as well. I'm never happier in games when I can place bins and toilets and things. So I'll put in a bin there, that'll cover that sort of area. I'll put in a bin there, that'll cover all that. Probably put in a bin there, I think. In this game I try and make as few dead ends as possible. Unfortunately, there was a dead end just there. I'm trying to guide people. There doesn't seem to be any way like really guiding people other than using great big arrows. So I don't know how they actually move around the place or how they decide to go where they go. I'm still kind of like learning that in this game. Rainbow Snail says we need to cross this game with Subnautica. It would actually be a good idea to go first person and jump in with the sharks. I think I've actually managed to get. I think I've actually managed to research a shark in another save. And so you can do little sharks like a sharkette, or a fish, as it's sometimes known. But yeah, there's definitely some things that are called sharks. Right, you're having a bit of a sit down. Apparently you like sitting down so much that you've actually given me ranking for that. Prestige rank. Available at next rank. Look at all this stuff. If I rank up at 1500, I get 1 million things, including a lump sucker. Anyway, let's see what the guests are thinking. Everything's very positive. Yeah, everything's very positive at the moment. Nobody's got any complaints about my fledgling aquarium. Although there's no seats over here, so that might be a bit of a problem. Let's add a couple of benches. Oh, shunted him out of the way there. There, that's going to be the seating area. I'm actually thinking about putting more machines in here. But we'll see if people start to get kind of hungry and thirsty over here. We'll do something about that. There really isn't that many fish in here, is there? I think we could do a lot better here. Let's see what we've got. We've got actually shitloads of fish. It's just that none of them are growing because they're all fixed size. But they are giving us some good stuff. It's just that this is our premium tank, and I really want people to get the most out of this before they go over to these other crappy tanks over here. They're not crappy. They're actually brilliant. But what are you doing, Kyle? You just think you? Oh yeah, it's fine. You're feeding. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. It's always a good idea. Oh my god, you're super fast. I think I've hired someone who's got a lot of speed. Oh, he's on drugs or something. Who is it? Penny. Talents. Fitness 7. Oh, she's really fast. 7 fitness is really, really good. So you will be doing everything at top speed. That cat says, hopefully we can get a whale in one of those tanks. A whale? Bloody hell. Like Big Blue. Pigeon Suck says, with a Reaper Leviathan, you can't even have it in glass. You just get to hear its roars from inside a heavily reinforced metal container. That won't make for a great aquarium, but I'm willing to try that. Oh god, look how fast you are! Wow, you are super fast. Right, we need more tanks. At the moment, people are 100%, 90%. Everyone's seeing everything that we've got to offer. So that's okay. This tank still feels like we need more in it. Yeah, we've got kings. We've got half and half chromies. We've got Betty the fish. And Betty's friend, well, hasn't got a name. Betty's friend. What I might do is see what else. See if we can put like one big fish in there, which will like take up a lot of space. We'll get a grower if we can find one. Grower and a shower. Actually, it's such a big tank. We can probably bung in a schooling bannerfish, which requires 30. We need 6 fish, 5 of 5 sizes. So that'll be a total size of 30. I think we're okay. I don't think it's actually going to be harmful of putting in. If we put these in, we've got a whole load of things now. Schooling bannerfish needs higher water quality. So now we've got loads of fish in there. We've got to bump up the water quality somewhat. We need to go over here. Now the problem here is the fact that our machinery is a bit kind of clustered around the thing. We should be okay though if we I think we need a double filter, which will completely improve everything. That's got up to 73 out of 70, so that's only just done it, even though that's a really turbo super thing. We also need a bit more video game kelp. Oh, we've already got so much kelp in there. I don't want it to be like the kelp tank. We can put in some lettuce. Delicious lettuce. Lettuce, 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 lettuce. Lettuce, lettuce! There, we've got a much better tank now, but we haven't actually got any green pellets. Oh, well we have, but who's that? I think it's Penny, isn't it? Penny had to run all the way from over there, and that's incredibly inefficient, and we don't want that. So let's put in another one there. We haven't had a toilet blockage yet, which I'm pleased to see. And we haven't actually got any brooms around, in case they actually litter the place. So let's put that there. But it looks like everyone's using the bins as intended at the moment, so that's not a problem. I remember Snail says, this game is exactly the kind I want to play, but never would have found it if it wasn't for you. Yeah, I never, honestly, I never know which is supposed to be popular or not. I just, I kind of follow certain games, follow certain developers and whatever on Twitter. And I honestly don't know if games are big or not these days. I would consider this quite a, like a larger indie game, but I think as I say, I've got necessarily not got the frame of reference. I know it's not an AAA, that's for sure. Now, this came out on the same day as Frozen Synapse 2, which I think got more attention because that was a sequel to a very well-known game, well, called Frozen Synapse. Although even that was probably less popular than I realise. But something really bugging me. There we go, that's fine. Right. So now every time they look in the tank, they are actually giving me a lot more points. They seem to be giving me a lot of fish research, the ecology. That's the little leaf things that pop up over people's heads. Every time that happens, I get more research for getting more fish. When you get the little blue test tube icons, that's when they're getting science research, which goes towards equipment and stuff like that. And the yellow stars give me prestige. Prestige is a bit of a pisser because it goes up when people look in the tanks, but then it's like degrades over time. So you've got to have lots of things going on all at once, making everyone really happy at the same time if you're going to rank up. But since it's a sandbox mode, that doesn't necessarily apply so much. Oh, here we go. Look, someone just restocked the gift shop. I'm going to fleece these bastards. We are now selling guides for 15 quid. We're making a profit of 10 quid every time someone takes one from there. Ha! Evil Black Cat says regular old beer today. No, this is not actually beer at all. Hang on, something's. Oh, hang on. Yes, it pauses randomly and sometimes. Oh, Kyle, you've leveled up. If you're still here, I think you might have. You said you were feeling a bit sleepy, so you may not be here anymore. Hang on. Oh yeah, the whole beer thing. It's not beer. It's just juice. It is actually in a beer festival glass, so I am still on brand. The craft beer festival from 2014. Blimey, that was over in Clapham. Right, so Kyle needs a better skill. Let's make him Kyle. We don't want him talking all over the place. We haven't even got a podium set up. Let's make now. Oh, Kyle is there. Kyle, you're going to be a bog cleaner. I'm going to level you up. So from now on, you're going to clean bogs faster. You lucky person. Yeah, you're not getting talking, mate. No. I'd have to set up a podium. I don't know how that works yet, because I haven't actually got to that in the campaign. But you can set up podiums and make them lecture, I think. God, everyone's sleepy over here. You see, everyone's coming over in this area, but not over here. So I'm guessing that's simply because they come in here, and then they see the tanks over here, so they wander over here. Then they start to get hungry and thirsty, so they basically get stuck over here, and nobody ever bothers going down here. And later on we'll change that. What I'll do is I'll be opening up a bit more land. Let's put it kind of here-ish. We've got loads of cash. So we're going to put in a whole new world of... I could have put tanks there, but no. Let's try and keep people into all one area. I'm intrigued to see what the Creasel tank is. How does this work? This is peculiar. I know. I think I might spin that round. Right round, baby. Right round, like a record, baby. Like, how are people going to see this? Let's have it like that, because we will need to add a little feeding thing down here. Oh, we're going to need another equipment. We're going to need another remote pump, because like we've got over here, because otherwise we're not going to be able to put any equipment next to it, or not enough anyway. Although having said that, there's a kind of weird thing going on here. Oh, that's really awkward. What is actually going on here? Oh, so it's a semicircle. So people can actually look at it from standing here, which is really obnoxious. Well, let's put the equipment in a remote area. So it should be okay if we just do it like this. There we go. And then we can put the equipment in there. That guy says, I love how the aquarium just folds up. Well, if you do this, you can make the walls go up and down as well. Like disco walls. The one thing I haven't worked out, I'm not sure if you can. I don't think you can rotate, which is peculiar. I don't think. I've never found a button that allows you to rotate the aquarium, which is peculiar because there are certain things where sometimes you want to be able to see behind things. I generally leave the walls down. So we need a bunch of equipment again, but there's no point in doing it until we know what our requirements are. So let's get our fish on. I really want a unicorn. You need a big tank of 48. Blimey. I like the idea of let's have a unicorn tank. This doesn't actually require too much complexity. It's going to grow up to be an 18 size fish, and we've got 64. So if we bung one in, I think just one. And then maybe add... Let's see, what else? What other requirements have we got? It hasn't got any other particularly bad requirements. We can't put the fox face in with either of these two for reasons. Let's have a look. What else can we put in? The French anglerfish. We haven't actually... Angelfish. We haven't actually got any of these at the moment. This needs a big tank. But we can't put it in with coral, clams or gorgonians. Otherwise they get pissy. I think we should be okay. A couple of them. And I think we should be good. They're the lads. So what else do we actually need in there? We need 12 bits of leafy crap. So let's add some leafy crap. See if kelp can fit in it. Yes! We've got kelp for days. I think these visitors... The visitors can actually get sick of kelp. They complain. Hang on, that's no good. I mean, if they see too much of the same thing, they'll just start getting getting a bit pissy about it all. Right, so there we go. Oh, we need to actually make sure that they don't die. And we also need to make sure that they're fed. So they need purple and green junk. So, what we'll need to do is extend this somewhat over here. Before we put in a staff door kind of here-ish. And we need purple and green scran for them to munch on. I haven't set this up brilliantly, but never mind. Purple and... Was it sponge pellets? I think it... Sponge pellets, yes, sponge pellets. And so we need more equipment here. We haven't actually got a tool stand over here for repairing stuff. So I'll better do that before I forget. And we need a bunch of equipment here. Setting up a basic tank can take forever, but we should be fine. But I think that's close enough. And Carl says, I can't remember the last time I went to an zoo or aquarium. Evil Black Cat says, oh yeah, first. I haven't actually been to an aquarium in probably 20 years. I'm trying to think if I've ever been to one. I remember going to the pet shop, which isn't the same, but there's a pet shop in Sheffield where it was just all gloom, and there were fish tanks everywhere. I think this was on the first floor, or the second floor. You had to go up some stairs, and you were just in this dark, weird aquarium-type area where you could buy your fish. I say it's not a proper aquarium, but that's literally as... Oh no, I think I've actually been to an aquarium at a seaside at some point. Or was that a zip? Oh, I can't remember. Fish, in summary. So this needs a lot of heating and a really good water quality. This is probably going to require... Let's put a large filter in there. That doesn't quite get us there. So let us get a protein skimmer. Should only need one. And now we need heating. Let's go for the full whack. Power heater. And there. That'll sort all that out. And look, everyone's giving me loads of prestige now. Oh, there's prestige coming out of their heads all over the shop. And I think that was... Oh! 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 Oh, get out of there! They found a way in. No! Oh, God damn it. Right. They're all getting... They take liberties, these people. There's Charles. Oh, I'm Charles, the all-important visitor to the aquarium who goes where he wants. Well, tough. I've got God hands, so I can just fling you wherever you want, wherever I want. Right, so what's going on over here? You're being fed. You're getting food. Yeah, that's actually a really good place to put food and drink because it covers as great an area as possible. Hello, Dark Gamer, who says he's a bit late. Yeah, it's okay. We're going for 45 minutes. It was a bit of a slow start to the stream. Malik Ghali says, I live really close to Sheffield. Good man. I don't anymore, but I'm down here in London. But Sheffield is where I'm from. I think there's one chap who follows me, I think Gwen Valiant, isn't it, who sometimes turns up to the streams. I think he's from... Oh, he's from Rotherham, I think. But yeah, it's all the lads together up in Sheffield anyway. Anyway, so that tank... I think everything's fine in this tank. It's a very planty tank. I wonder if the actual tank itself gives any particular bonuses or something, because otherwise why spend money on an expensive tank? Let's have a drink. So I mean, since this game was released to version 1, there's been quite a lot of bug fix releases, but I was actually quite impressed with them because I played it just before it came out. And I was very impressed with how smooth it was. The only thing is I found 2 bugs. One of them, I'm just going to pause it for a second because something's going wrong over here. And one of them was if someone sat down and then you move the bench, later on there'll be a person will mysteriously appear there where the bench used to be and will just sit there forever, no matter what you do. Although that bug is long been fixed now, and it was actually provided some particularly bizarre moments where I just managed to end up with a man sat inside a tank, well, not tank, one of these things. There's like a little head poking out of the skimmer. It was basically just turned into a ghost. It was most peculiar. But yeah, generally quite impressed with just how well this is how polished it feels. There's a few quality of life things that I miss about it. I won't go into that too much, but just certain things like it'd be nice to find I don't think there's anything on the interface which tells you immediately it'd be nice to have a summary box of what all the tanks are doing. Well, you can show it like this, but it doesn't give you every information. There are a bit more kind of stats I'd like to see on display, but as it is, boring subject. Something's going seriously wrong here. Nobody's fixing this thing. Is there a clear route to this? Oh, I don't know. I've got a horrible feeling I've blocked stuff off here. I think I have. I think they can't get to it. Oh, it's completely inaccessible, this area. They can't squeeze through that gap. Ah, alright. Yeah, I buggered this up. Right, let's put that there. I mean, they still can't get through here either. Because there's those, there's these things in the... That's a fish. There it is. The item box number 2. I'm going to put that there. Oh, hello. It's complaining. Right. We can't do that. Where can we put this thing then? I think this should... It's this heater thingy here, which is just in the way. God damn it. Right, here's what we'll do. I'm going to move these boxes over here. Oh, I can't because everything's just in the way. Oh, it's so obnoxious. Well, I'll put that one there. And I'll put the cockles there. Right, hopefully they can now get to the... There we go. You ran in. So everything was just a little bit blocked up. They can't walk through the diagonals, which is most obnoxious. That cat says, do you guys use the live or the top chat? Top chat? I don't know how the chat works, to be honest. It will come as no surprise to anyone. Right. So that's all now sorted. This looks like it's like a really big staff area, but because it's really thin, we've got pinch points, which make it really awkward to fit everything in. I'm tempted to actually... No, I can't really, because I've made these sorts of tanks where the glass is in the way of... I can't really... Oh, who cares? Do I need more staff? I don't think I do. I think we're all good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put that here. Just so it's a bit closer. There's a big old area here which is doing nothing. Oh, that should be a problem. I'm going to add in a couple of extra benches, I think. I'm going to put one there because there's nothing for them to... Nowhere. Oh my god, he's fast. Or was that Penny? Oh, no, was it... Oh, it's Penny. Penny the Speeder. Look how fast you are. And here's my super tank. Look, there's so many fish in here. Oh my god, you can get really... Didn't know you could do this! Who was it who suggested we cross this with Subnautica? I've just found out how. Oh, hello. You've seen me. Oh, hello. Mate. Mate, I'm following you. This is actually a really good way of actually seeing how they move around the place. You get a really good feel of how it works. Where are you going, mate? Where are you going? Oh, you're coming to this dead zone. Yeah, this... Oh, no, that's that new bench. Yeah, this dead zone isn't very good. We need to put stuff in here, don't we? Carl says, buy the fish, cultivate the fish, be the fish. Oh, he's up in the air. Hello. Let's go through this wall. Oh, there's a blinking sponge. Oh! Ah. Most odd. Anyway. Knock knock! Oh, we can see the bog! Oh, sorry. Bog. Anyway, let's get out of here. Well, that was a cool little interlude. Oh, I'm really pleased you can do that. I'm also really annoyed that I didn't actually put it in the Let's Play video. Well, I've got episode 2 coming out of this probably tomorrow. And then there'll have to be an episode 3 after that because episode 2 is only part of a campaign level. So episode 3 is going to be the 3D version. Yes. Fish! Oh, I'm so pleased about that. Fish! I'm just going to say fish a lot. So we learned from that escapade that when you come around here, there's bugger all for them to do. They can look at this, but then this area is just dead. And we kind of like need something for them to do when they get here. What I could do... Let's move that bench. That bench is silly. We can put it there for the time being. Actually, no, I don't. I'm trying to make use of what we've got. So much cash. I mean, it's ludicrous how much cash I've got. I think we should put a tank in here. Let's actually expand things a little bit. We'll have to have a staff area down here. Or just a little one. Right, so let's have a new tank. This is going to be a... Get out! They can't see a hole without filling it. The dirty buggers. Oh, what I could do, actually. What I might do... No. I'm going to expand even more. I was thinking about putting like a tank in here. Like a remote tank. But let's put in a big... Kyle, you've leveled up again. Right, so you're going to be even better cleaner now. Get those bogs sorted. Oh, speaking of which, it looks like we're going to probably need another bog. We've got one there. Oh, what's going on there? There's no door. So nobody's closed the door. Oh dear. We'll be able to see people piss. Yeah. We won't like that. Anyway, let's try and actually get this bloody thing done. Evil Batcat, I am not watching someone go to the bog. Even I have limits. Oh, there's Kyle from South Park. The other Kyle. Yeah, so anyway, I was trying to do a tank. Everyone's getting really needy of benches. So I'll have to take care of that in a bit. Let's make a big... I was trying to make it just a regular wall tank over here. So how much... We need space for... Let's do it there. There, now they've got something to look at. The dirty bastards. I also maybe want a second tank. Well, what I think I'll do is have a lagoon tank as well. Because at the moment when they walk down here, there's not much for them to see either. I mean, I know this is like the food area, but if I put this kind of here, this means they'll definitely come to it. People will come over here to see it, and it'll all be good. What we'll do is make all this a kind of like a utility area. Where are they going to come from? Yeah, I think the staff are going to come here, aren't they? Oh, hello. Hang on, there's something not right about that. No, it's not too bad. I'm not going to complain. So this is going to be a new staff area. First of all, we'll need to make it so that they can get up there. There. Kyle's not necessarily pleased that I assigned him to more bog duty. I think he's gone rogue. So I don't know what fish we're going to put in there just yet, so again we don't need to worry about that. I'll make sure there's a pump and everything. In fact, no, actually I won't worry about that. We really do need more fish. We were about to actually research a new fish. I'm not quite sure what we actually tried to research, to be honest. Maybe a pie crust crab. Ooh. But we could do with some new lads to put in, because at the moment, we don't want to give them the same old fish. So we haven't actually got after all that, we haven't actually got a fox face rabbit fish. It's a 7er, but we can only put one in. Oh no, we can put more than one in, but we can't put anything else that requires green food. So we can actually put more than one. So this tank over here is 60. That's too big a tank. We'll put it in over here. This is a 32 tank. So we'll put a couple of those in. That's 14. So we've got to make sure that we don't cross the fish. So nothing else that eats green. We could really do with some more science points. So I'll try and find something that contributes to science. We haven't got a balance. Oh, that's a cold weather. That's a cold water fish. There's a disco mushroom. We should put at some point. We'll put some disco mushroom coral in. We've got some of those. Got some of those. We haven't actually got any royal grammars. And they want yellow, orange food, so that's not going to be in competition. So I can put a bunch of those in, and maybe a rogue extra fish. But we've actually got a soldier fish in. It does not like lights. Other than that, that's fine. We can put one of those in. And that also contributes a little bit to prestige. So we've got ourselves a nice little tank. This is actually a very pretty tank. All those wonderful fish about to die. Unless I actually put some equipment in. So let's actually do that. First of all, a basic pump. Let's put it there, connect it up. So we'll need quite a bit of, not a huge amount of heating, but a lot of water quality. The Dark Gamer says, Disco Mushrooms know the groove. There's actually an insanely catchy, annoying catchy tune in the background. There's about 2 or 3 of them. I've got it turned down quite a bit here, but I'll turn it up a little bit. Although it's actually quite a bit of music. But it is one of those nagging bits of music that you will end up humming at 1 o'clock in the morning when trying to get to sleep or whatever. Right, so let's really go full fella on the filtering. So we still need a bit more, so we'll go with protein skimming. We'll also need a bit of heat action. I don't think we need a huge amount of heat here, although we probably do use a power heater. So, they can't... Ooh, I'm going to rotate this, hang on. And put that there, so they can get around the back. So we don't need to worry about that just yet. They'll need green and yellow, but we've got green there. So what we'll do, I'll put the yellow stuff in here. That'll be efficient. There we go. So yeah, they can be fed really close by, and then we need to bung in a little driftwood cave, and possibly some extra. We'll put in some eel grass, which will increase the prestige every time they look at it. So Kyle, the task is currently assigned to Kyle. So Kyle is currently raiding the orange box. Or was. I think we've already done it. Oh, you're hungry. The other Kyle. The South Park Kyle. Sophia. Oh God. I think we're all good for the moment. I think. Oh God, it's day 29, so they'll need more food. I think I'm starting to see quite a few. Oh, I don't know though. I think the hunger thing is still being sated. One problem is when you actually once you actually place these things, you can't see what area they cover. So let's see. This is covering. If a machine here is kind of covering most of the aquarium, just not over here. But since nobody comes down here, it's not really a problem. The bogs are covering that area. We may need an extra bog up here. Although it's just that this area, people don't really walk down that often because there's nothing really there. We could probably do with a couple of extra benches. Let's put in one in there. Actually, probably not necessary. And maybe an extra bin. Oh, there's the podium. The podium gives your staff a place to stand while they give information and entertaining talks to your guests. They'll also need a mic headset. Oh, I'll give that a go because I've never seen that in action before. Where can we put a podium? We could put it around here, but then nobody will go. Oh, we've actually got the ooh. New animals. Oh, it's a turbot. We were researching a bloody turbot. God damn it. I want a pie crust crab. What are you? You're a crustacean. Oh god, everything hates crustaceans and eats them. That looks chaotic, to be honest. What's this? Bubble tip, any mode. This is coral. Requires Artemia every few days. There's a clownfish, a starfish. This is all kinds of chaos. Loves rocks. Is a starfish. Actually contributes to the filtering of a tank. Oh, there's a horse-eyed jack. Oh, I like the idea of a horse-eyed jack. Let's get that. That requires a nice big tank. Now, people are going to get pissy about this tank because it's empty. They don't like to see empty tanks, so I've got to be careful about that. Evil Black Cat says, can I be the employee who talks at the podium? Well, you can't really assign them, necessarily. Let's have a look at our staff. Let's see who... I've only got 2 staff. We've really only still got 2 staff. Bloody hell. So at the moment, Kyle is actually a talker. Oh, Penny. Eel Black Cat. You can be Penny. Fast Penny. I'm not sure you'll be able to fit in. Oh, yes you can. That's fine. Right, so either of you may end up talking on the podium. I think I'm actually going to hire another staff because I think things are getting out of hand. We're going to have Quinn, who's incredibly empathetic, but other than that, pretty much just good for nothing but feeding. We've got 17 possible hires. Let's see if we've got a really expensive person who does everything. Oh, where on? Javier. 79 quid a day. But look at your stats are incredible. Right, so Javier, the wonder aquarist. Yes, look at how fast you are. So you're going to help out. Anyway, let's get this podium up and running. Where is that? Podium. I want to make sure that it's where everyone looks. But it's just that I want it to be somewhere that feels right. I think I'll just go back to... Yeah, hello. Evil Black Cat, you've leveled up already. You can be a talker. Okay, I'll put you up to talking for 2. Right, so that's going to be the podium. We also need mic headsets. No, wait, where do you get them from? I think that comes under here. Here we go. So we need to... I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put this. I'm not sure if it needs to be a behind the scenes thing or not. I'll put it there. Right, let's see. I want to see someone have a bit of a chat. There we go. Let's wait. Let's watch. Oh, that's a big bit of chocolate. You bought enough for everyone, have you? Right, I'm going to wait. Oh, bloody hell. Apparently, I can't just wait. Right, come on. Oh, does it not work? Oh, it's because I held the button down. Right. Oh, here we go. Oh, Kyle, you're going over there. Hang on. Well, this is glamorous, isn't it? Also, people are walking right through him, as if he's not even there. Well, I hope people got entertained by that. I'm not quite sure what it did, but it feels like there's actually a load of people in the aquarium now. What are you talking about pea bananas all of a sudden in chat? I think everyone's needs are being attended to. You've got your drink, now you need the toilet. That worked through fast. You're repairing that, so all the repairing seems to be done okay. I still find this... Oh, here's what we can do. I can revolve the boxes. That makes it a bit of a cleaner sort of environment. Just put the walls down. I can't put anything there because there's that thing there. But anyway, that just makes things a little neater. Just the flow of staff walking. Carl says, that's not me, my guy had a beard. Oh, was it not you? I wonder who that was then. Oh, it must have been Xavier, or Javier, as he's known, apparently. I'm actually going to spin that round. For some reason it annoys me that he was facing in a certain direction. I want him facing downwards. Well, so it looks like any old person can hold a talk these days. Oh, the bog's gone weird. Oh, dirty. Oh, hang on. Let's wait. Let's wait to see someone clean it. Oh, there. Oh, Kyle, I think you're on bog duty, Kyle. Yes, Kyle. Although for some reason it's just cleaning the door, so I think you got away with that one. Oh, ah! Here we go, Kyle. Now you're having a bit of a lecture. Everyone's ignoring you, I'm afraid. They're staying well away. That mode is completely pointless, but I love it. Mikhail says, just cleaning the door. No, that's an accurate representation of me at work. Right, everything's ticking over nicely, but I want to get that rank up because at the moment we're still not really getting much prestige points. I mean, look, they're falling fast. But my god, look, at the next rank we get a deluxe bog. Deluxe bog. Well, the ability to research it anyway. Also a U-tank. Oh, a U-tank looks cool. Also a lantern. Oh, a skull. There's many, many things. Speaking of which, let's put in some extra decoration. Let's put in a pirate's chest. Yeah. You can actually put these anywhere, in or out the tank. Let's put this. Let's put in a little palm tree. This is now the palm tree district. In fact, what we can also do is tropical beach paint. We can customize. This is free. Free custom painting. Also, I don't think it actually necessarily really does much other than makes it look pretty for us. There. We've got that little beach area. See, that's all very nice for you, isn't it? Enjoy that. I wonder if more people are going to turn up now they can see my incredible good palm tree, because that adds 3. If a guest looks at this palm tree, they give me 3 prestige points. But I don't know if that only works inside tanks or not. I don't think so. I think that works outside. But nobody's really looking at them. You're just wandering around with the guidebook. The guidebook is telling you to walk away from all the fish, apparently, and look at the trees, which can't be good. Yep, so that's all ticking over. You're knackered, so you're going to a bench. There seems to be enough benches around. You can't always see them because they're behind walls. Yeah, everyone's coming over here now. Well, this seems like a good time to put it. Oh, we haven't actually done this tank yet. We better do that tank. This is a big old tank. It's got 60. Don't make it flash on and off for no reason. Let's see what we can put in here then. The red-tail butterfly fish. We haven't actually done anything with the butterfly fish. We haven't actually done any coal yet, but since we've only got 1 disco mushroom, doesn't seem to be a huge amount of point. We could do a turbot, or turbo, but that requires a cold weather tank, or a cold water tank. Let's have a look at the cold water tank. We've got 1 cold water tank. This is the one. We've actually got room for another fish. We've got loads of room in here, so let's put in that fish that we researched, the turbot. Oh, it goes up to 19. Kyle, you've leveled up again. Clean up. 90. That's no. I think it'll have to be on a small tank of its own. A small cold tank. So we'll have to put in. We'll make this a no. We'll make this a warm weather tank. We haven't actually got any reef squirrel fish in. Is there any more that we need to do with a shoal? There's schooling bannerfish, French angelfish. It's an oddball. Apparently this is officially categorised as an oddball fish. I didn't realise that was a scientific definition. Ah, panther grouper. That goes to 15. And we can't have any small fish in with it. So if we have a couple of those pretty little white fish, that goes up to about 30. And then, is there any other requirements? Cannot be housed with any other coral groupers. So this is going to require redfish. Anything else? Did I only put 1 in there? I thought I put 2 in there. There we go. Right, so something else in there as well. Something preferably that gives us leaf points. We've got 1 of these. 4, 8. Let's put in some more of these. And also some other fish as well. Let's really kind of cover all bases. Squirrel fish. Needs... Okay, this is fine. We need 4 of those. Oh, let's put in a couple of extra ones. Yeah, nice lot of fish. There are so many weird little requirements that you've really got to pay attention to all that. But I went through that quite fast. I don't think I can put any... Sadly, I don't think I can put any disco mushrooms in there because I've got certain fish in there that don't like lights. And if you have coral in a tank, you have to have lights. So there's quite a lot of complex stuff in there when you actually start to really mix things up. So we need good water filtering, a lot of heat in here. Let's try a large filter. Oh, that's more than enough. I don't think the water thing needs to be that insane. Yeah, that'll apparently do. We need 18 caves. Bloody hell, this is going to be Cave City. Hang on. Pitted column. That takes care of 12. A rocky overhang. And there, that takes care of that. Some lettuce as well. Lots of lettuce. And we need some mussels and some orange pellets. Mussels. And orange pellets. Oh, bloody hell, already she's on it. That's Penny, or Eel Black Cat as she is now. Doing the whole feeding thing. Eel Black Cat hasn't really... Oh, I was going to say Eel Black Cat hasn't really leveled up much, but Javier has, our Wonder Kid. All very good at feeding. Fitness is 5, that's not bad. Memory 8. I wonder what memory is then. Determines the rate at which experience is gained. Okay. I think you need to fix. I think we need a good fixer, so let's give you that. That's a nice tank, that. I'm really pleased with that. Let's have a look inside. Hello! Bob, 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 bob. You're a cheeky little fish. You're a cheeky little fish. Hello. Oh, you've got your face fell off! Oh, what was that? Oh, we've unlocked a new gift shop. Or a gift shelf in this case. Oh, let's go for the coffee machine then. I think we do need some coffee. Blimey, that's a bit of a zoom out. So this exciting new gift shelf we can probably put up. Here it is. Oh, a balloon supply and a balloon shelf. So let's put the balloons... We've got a gift thing there. It's a really awkward little bit, that, isn't it? I really should have done that. Oh, wow! That was a lot of stuff. Right, anyway. I reckon we can have a gift shelf. Well, I don't know about that, because we won't be able to... Let's have it over... I wanted it where we can maximise footfall. We'll put it there. Balloons! Everyone wants a balloon. In fact, quick. There's a rush on. Let's up the price. There. Capitalism. Now we need a balloon dispenser. So we can restock balloon supply. We'll put that there. Seems a long way away, but there's not enough room in there. Yeah, there's nowhere else we can really put it. There we go. And it has to be the people with a particular talent who does the restocking, apparently. Evil Black Cat says, Javier sucks. Here, Kyle, let's get him fired. He's making us look bad. Well, speaking of which, look, there's Kyle having a bit of a lecture. Oh, he likes it. Oh, they all like it. Oh, look. Oh, wow. Look at the prestige I just got from that. 330 now. That's as much as we've ever had. Let's have a look at the guest thoughts. This balloon is really expensive. Oh, bum. Apparently they're getting pissy about the balloons now. Okay, let's put the price down a bit. 22, I think will do. I've already seen kelp. Ah. Also, the guidebook apparently is quite expensive. I would have to gouge these lads, wouldn't I? Yeah, let's put that down a bit. So they're not being restocked. I wonder if anyone's actually... I think we need to hire more staff. We've still only got 3 staff. This thing is probably a mistake. Feeding and fixing. I want someone with good gift shop stuff. Here we go. Zhao. Is that... Oh, there's someone a bit better. Oh, that actually, Yvette is better. She's a fixer and a gift shopper. And she's also quite good across the board, so... Oh, Kiki! Oh, there's someone called Kiki! Oh, I want a Kiki. Oh well, I don't think she was very good. Oh, you're... Okay. This is actually quite a nice relaxed area, isn't it? I like this. Oh, look! You sat on the bench and gave me prestige. And also, I think someone saw the palm tree at long last. Why did you go over there to get the... Where's him? Did I not put a fixing thing over here? I don't think I did. I think I was going to at some point, but I never quite got around to it. Also, the walls have gone up again. Oh no, the tool table is there. That's where they get their fixing box of tools. Oh, this is all needing fixing now. Let's have a watch. Is that Evil Black Cat? Oh, it's Yvette. Oh, she's the fixer girl I just hired. Excellent. Evil Black Cat suggests I rename my other employee to Kiki. Oh, I can't do that. That would be wrong. Oh, and if I hire the other Kiki, then I'd have to rename her Yvette, and it would just get confusing. I really like this tank. I like all the fish in this tank. Oh, a horse-eyed jack. Things are getting unlocked a lot quicker now because we've got such a lot of stuff in the aquarium. So what good are you? So you've got to be in a group of 3 or more. You go up to 27. Right, we're going to need a big tank for this. It's also a bullyfish. Also, it needs herring. So we're going to have a tank of, what is it, 60 or more. In fact, it's going to have to be almost like 80. This is going to have to be our biggest tank yet. Oh, hang on, choose now. So the horse-eyed jack, I think, is going to happen. Next, I think we're going to go for... Oh, an eel! Let's have an eel. I like the idea of an eel. So we need a big tank, a big, fat, juicy, sexy tank. I think we definitely need something over here because we've got nothing. I can put it there because we've got something to look at over here, but not over here. So let's expand. Oh no, we're not going that far. So, well, let's see. We need a really, really big tank. Another Belfast tank. That might be a bit too big. We'll try. Maybe one of these. I don't necessarily want a 3-sided one. Just a corner tank will do, I think. So they can view it on the left side, like this. Oh shite! I cancelled that. Now how big is that? 23. That's titch. No. No, we don't want that. It's a stupid titchy tank. It looks like I'm going to have to put in a really big one. Was that a deep observer tank? I think it was. I think it's going to have to be a Belfast tank again. Now, how am I going to do this? I have to expand again. It's just that I don't really like having Belfast tanks all over the shop because they're just awkward. I know what I'll do. Actually, no. We'll expand again. Really hard to see the plus and the minus there. So we need it, I think, to be kind of like a bit more over here, like that. Unfortunately, that guest is looking for the bog in all the wrong places now, but never mind. So this is going to be kind of like here, I guess. So that's kind of facing that area, which I think looks kind of cool. But we will need a back area here. Walls. So this is just a place for them to feed. This is awkward. I have to expand even more. Right, so how big do we actually need this? We need a really tall thing for this. Right. Well, that went wrong. Not quite sure exactly how that happened, but I think my mouse key got stuck or something. Right. I think for this, this is only going to be for one kind of fish, I think. So I think we should be okay doing this. Oh, piss. Staff door. Wall. So I'll put the equipment for this here, I think, if there's room. But we need the fish pellets. But we actually haven't got the fish yet, so I'm going to try and remember what the bloody hell it was that we were going to put in here. Oh, the horse-eyed jack. So this is going to be... Yeah, it's fine. 3 of them. They'll grow up to pretty much fill the tank. We can probably squeeze in another fish just to give them more value when they actually look at it. Like the unicorn surgeonfish, no, that's going to grow too big. We haven't actually got one of these. The red-tailed butterfly fish. It can't be in with coral, but that's fine. There. Bonus fish. This needs to be hot as all hell, and also generally very I'm going to try this triangle turbo stuff. Apparently that doesn't really count as very much. Kyle says I have photographic evidence of me eating an entire seahorse. Aren't they just like that long? Or is that just like the little ones? It's going to be kelp for days. We need more. We just don't really need more. Bloody hell, we really do need a lot of stuff in here. There, apparently. So we need herring, we need green pellets, and green pellets, oh bam. Well, unfortunately I think we are going to have to, I keep on choosing the wrong thing there. We'll actually have to expand this a little bit. So let's put in, now what was it? It was herring dispenser and green pellet dispenser. One member of staff will have to come all the way down here. Right, people are getting stuck in here. We don't want that. Patty. Go make a patty elsewhere. Preferably in the actual toilet. So we'll finally seal this up. Well, in actual fact I could put the equipment here. That might be better than putting it in there. So let's do that. We need... Hang on, let's have a look. We need a lot of heating for this. Large heater. Oh, first of all, I need to put the pump down. Yes, that's nice. That does the trick. So, large heater. That's enough. We need a lot of water filtering. Probably need a bit more. We've only got down to 61, so we'll need a protein skimmer. And that's it. That sorts it out nicely. Are we any tools here? We've got no tools in this area, which is a bit of an oversight because there's a lot here and we don't want it to break down. So, where's it? I always forget where the tool station is. There it is. Yeah, that goes there. That's all very nice. It's getting quite busy now. Why is a fish a fish? Says Dark Gamer. Nobody knows. Speaking of which, it's bog cleaning time. Kyle! Kyle, the bog's dirty! Oh, someone's using the dirty bog. I think I just heard a really horrible squelching noise. I think there actually is a sound effect for a dirty bog. It's starting to get to the stage where it might actually need a third bog. I was originally going to put one up here, but I never actually got around to that. So the fish are starting to grow now, so some of the ones where they did actually have to... Look, over here. I think these are starting to grow a bit. What actually is in here? Oh no, they do actually grow anymore. Huh. There's probably... We can probably put more stuff in there. More fish. Yeah, we'll probably do that at some point. But I really want to unlock more fish. I'm trying to unlock a bloody eel at the moment. Oh, Carl says there's a sound effect for dirty bogs, alright, even in real life. Ew. Now, that cat says fishes are fishes because they are fishes. It's very philosophical. Things are starting to break. But we are making money hand over fist. We've got 36,000 quid. I think next time I play... Oh god, that bog's gone dirty now. Oh no, what are you doing? What's going on here? Let me move you. Oh, you got us a balloon. Oh, he still wants to go in. I think he was a bit glitched. Well, I thought there was like a head stuck in the top of the bog, but it was just his balloon. So someone needs to do some cleaning. I think we know who it is. Yes! There. It felt like that took a while. In fact, it all seems to be taking a while. Oh my god. Karagianis... Oh god. Karagianis says fish do not technically exist. Bringing the whole thing into disrepute. A lungfish is more closely related to a cow than to a shark. Fish is just a generic term for a swimming thing with a backbone and fins. In the same way that there's no such thing as a seagull. There are various varieties of gulls, but there isn't a bird called a seagull. But people say it because they're stupid. That's the hill I will die on. Things are going a bit rogue here. Look. Low water quality. The horse-eyed Jack 1 is at risk of death. I think that's because they're growing. And they're actually requiring more cleaner water as we go on. So, I shall flog the skimmer 3 and buy a better one. Although that'll have to move, because that's blocking that. I think that's fine. It does actually need repair, that. Yeah. Oh, it's gone cold. Oh, it's because that's... Yeah, it's been fixed. That's fine. Herring. This area down here is actually a bit bereft of facilities. I think we are going to start to need another food area, possibly around here. We also need benches. Oh, Javier's leveled up again. I'm going to concentrate on getting him up with feeding, I think. Bench. Also some bins. We'll need bins. See, that guy walked towards exactly where I wanted to put a bin. Also, you tried to do the same, I think. Oh, it's all fine. Yep, all good. Herring. Oh, Kyle, you finally leveled up. Again. Right. You're going to be such a good cleaner. Yes. Oh, Kyle's trying to find the picture of him eating the seahorse. Green moray eel has been unlocked. That grows to be a 28er. Holy shite. And we can't put it in with small fish or crustaceans. I really want to see this eel. So, 30. We can probably squeeze it into that one where we didn't have very much in there. Let's go for a clownfish. That looks like a really... That's actually a very straightforward fish. I think that might be a bit of a waste of research. But we do need some regular... I think we are going to have to, because we do need some fairly standard fish. They're getting bigger and bigger, so we can't put anything else in there. But this tank over here... Right, let's see what these requirements are. So, the French angelfish can't be put in with... Oh, it's just some more crap. Who cares? So we can actually safely put in the eel. We've got 44 space free. The eel will take up to 28, so we can only really do... Oh my god! Wow! Deep outcrop tank. We're going to see one of those. Anyway, fish! So look at you. God, look at you. Oh! That's a big one and all. Oh, you swam through my legs! Oh! You're nibbling my balls. I'm starting to drown. Let's get out of here. Oh god, we need him. Oh! Alright. We do actually need him. Some extra stuff in here. Let's move some things around. Try and make room. Oh, hang on, that's no good. Oh, I'm picking completely the wrong things here. Oh. Never mind about that. Let's try and put in the rocks. Oh, it was actually a hidey hole, wasn't it? We've got no bloody room in here at all. Right, here's what we'll do. No, don't sell everything. Sell all the kelp. In fact, let's sell everything. And then start again. Because it's really hard to see what's going on here. We need a rocky overhang. But we also need 8 kelps, or whatever. Could really do with this. I think this is a bit more efficient. Yes, there we go. Only just fills the tank. Bloody hell. That was a tight old squeeze. I'm not quite sure what this kind of tank is, but it's very peculiar. Anyway, that sorts that little problem out. And we have ourselves a lovely little eel, which is giving us absolutely mountains of prestige points. We're getting all the way up to 500 now. But we're never going to get to the bloody rank 8. When it's big, slimy and green and it looks at you mean, that's amore. Yeah. I'm not doing the actual song. Do you fish smoke seaweed? They really do like Kyle's presentation on possibly how to clean a bog. This has become basically the busy area, hasn't it? Because that's where I've centred everything around here. But we do need... Nobody's coming down here at all. I'm going to check the visibility bubbles, which is just... The eye bubble is just how many people have visited that during the day. Oh, something's broken. So 86% of all people have visited that tank. 100% here. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. So at the moment this is like the one that nobody's coming to see, although suddenly everyone's turning up. So that's a useful indicator of if people aren't really flowing very well towards certain areas. But suddenly everyone's here. I think we finally do need to actually sort out the food. I was going to put it down here, but there doesn't really seem to be much going on down here. In fact, what I'm even going to do is sell a bit of this. Just so it isn't just like oh god, look at that weird little nub. Oh well. What I'll probably do instead, extend it like that. Oh, that's just chaos. That's depravity. Okay, here's what we'll do. Instead of faffing around like that, I'm going to sell that bench. Instead, we're going to put in... Oh, we can put in the new coffee machine. Help your guests maintain their caffeine addiction while you enjoy the increased profit margins. One small caveat, they have been known to break down from time to time. Okay. Let's put that there. And we need chocolate as well. And this is just chaos. Sick of it. Get rid of it. Well, let's pluck this out. I can't select the damn thing. Oh, it's because I'm forgetting how the game works. There we go. Right, so let's put bench there. Bin can go. Bin was just ripped from my hands by the day ending. I think we'll put that there and that there. And we'll also, for decoration purposes, I'll put in some more sand. Oh, Pirate Cove paint. Anyway, oh, it's gone. Tropical beach paint. There we go. There. Oh, Yvette's leveled up. Right. Fixing. She can be the fixer. Oh, piss. Hey, look, you can actually paint the walls as well. Didn't know you could do that. So let's make this a total sand area. Come on. That bit there is really impossible to get. Come on, get got. There we go. Nice bit of theming here. It's gone flaky. No, that'll be fine. This whole area can be sand. Oh, it's really hard to actually do that bit, so I'm not going to bother. There. Nice little sandy area. Let's add it to the bench. Oh, these can only go in one direction, these benches. The basic benches can be sat up from either side, but the padded ones can't, which I've only just realised. Also, oh! Not quite what I meant to do. Oh god, fish! Right, let's get the crab. Oh, you dick! Right. I'm getting really picky now. And also, when you've actually got something in your hands, if that day notification turns up, it can like it puts the thing down again, which is really irritating. Anyway, I'm going to move this slightly, just so it's not so in the way. Let's increase the coffee price a little bit. 22 quid coffee. Wow! That's almost as much as some of the places I go to. Oh god, there's all sorts of funny symbols in chat which I can read out. Oh, Eel Black Cat's congratulating me on having a nice sandy area. That sounds weird. Right, let's... Oh, Eel Black Cat, you've just leveled up. Possibly for the first time. Maybe it's because your memory is really bad, so you don't you gain experience really slowly. That's what's going on. Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you an extra gift shop thing just in case we need some more things restocking. That bit there is really irritating. Let's have a look. New sandy area. Oh, hello. That is annoying. Also, no! I missed a bit. Close the door. Oh, these are some good lads. Oh, so that's what that looks like. Yeah. Fish. Fish. Nuts. Oh, litter! Someone couldn't be bothered to put it into the bin, apparently. Well, theoretically, someone should be able to clean that up. If there's anyone around who's a cleaner. None of the staff are around here because there's no reason for them to be. Oh, there's a staff running around all over the place there. There might not be any broom. There's a broom there. There's actually a broom there, so that should be okay. Karagianis says, can't you rotate your view to reach the hard-to-reach areas? I don't think you can. I'm not 100% sure, but I've never found a button that allows you to do that, unless I'm going to immediately find it now. No, I don't think I can. Now, here's something else I keep forgetting to actually do. Check my message log, because through here you do actually get things for sale and stuff like that, but it doesn't notify you, which I think is a bit of a weird thing. So you actually have to keep on checking this from time to time. And look, we get optional quests. Autopsy report. I didn't even notice this happened. One of my fish died. Oh, that might be what happened here, because remember I put 2 fish in there and only one seemed to be there. Very quickly. I think it must have just died immediately. Huh, alright. Autopsy report. Interested in some polyps? Would you like to trade for them? I'm interested in a cuckoo thing. Not really, no. Lionfish for sale. I don't think we've got any lionfish. Let's have a 3 lionfish. Right, I think if I keep that, I think I actually have to drag that. Oh, Pierce, what did I do? I'm not quite sure where I need to put these. Hang on. Oh no! I don't know what those like. Hang on. The only way to get these, I think, is... Oh, I've lost one of the fish. Oops. Oh, it's day 69. Nice. So what does this actually need? It needs a bit of space. I wonder if I can put this thing. Can I put it in there, maybe? Let's have a look at these lot. I don't think any of these grow, so we might be able to get away with putting them in here. They don't have any weird requirements, but they're a bit greedy. Let's see if this proves a problem. We do need to add some more stuff to it. Alright. So having checked my messages, I now have loads more fish, but I also need some more requirements. It's getting really jerky all of a sudden. I'm lagging just a little bit. Anyway, I need to increase the water quality. God, look at all this stuff over here. Oh, there's something can't be fixed. Well, it can be, should be able to. Yeah, should be able to. something needs fixing over here, and then we'll see what the real requirements are. We need some cave action. There we go. But we still need the water to be fixed. It's going to be a bit of a problem, this. The only thing I can think of doing is expanding this outwards. Because all this equipment has to cluster around this pump. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. I'll have to impinge on the sandy bit. Oh, fart. In fact, this whole section needs slightly tweaking. I'll take that out. I shall put the door in there instead. What's that? Yeah, who cares? So now I should be able to put in what I got rid of now. Probably the water filter. Well, that's okay. That actually does the job. I didn't actually need to do all that in the end. Although now we've got this really irritating bit of sand in there. Now we can't see it, so it's fine. Right, okay, so that sorts that out. We've got loads more fish in here, which means we get loads more points every time they look at it. We've got loads more research to be done. Prestige is still over 500. We've got a crab. You can see how this game takes a long time to play. We've got a marble starfish. We're on day 71 now. Yeah, the X thing is probably on the bench, isn't it? Oh, the Javier, whatever, is leveled up again. So let's just pause it a sec. I can't even get the bench because... There it is. I think I'll put the bench there instead. There. That's a bit more like it. So this area does seem to be working quite well. Although my item feels like it could be expanded here. Maybe I'll expand it here with another tank. Oh god, what's going on over here? It's run out of space. Horse-Eye Jack 3. You need a bigger tank. Can't be. I think it's too big. We've got a major problem here because we can't do anything about this. It missed its last feed. It didn't actually get fed either. I wonder if we need more feeding staff. Well, Quinn, let's look for someone really fit, and also who's good at feeding. Harry is a bit slow, but will run around the place. We've got loads of people to hire these days. Oh, feeding 2, fitness 7. Anna. Right, hire you. But this is most big problem. I'm not quite sure how exactly this is happening. 18. I mean, this tank should be big enough. And we've got 90 space and only 54 size. I'm really not quite sure why it's... I wonder if it's the kelp. It says requires a tank with space of 108. That makes no sense. I think it needs a bigger tank, but we haven't got a bigger tank. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm not sure there's much we can do about that. Yeah, active swimmer, it needs more room than it fits in because it wants to swim lengths. Yeah, the trouble is, I said that's the biggest tank we've got, and when I first bought it, it didn't seem to be a problem. In the sense that, what is it? It's a Horse-Eye Jack. It said it needs a tank of 60 or more, and so that's what I went on. But now it needs 108, possibly as it gets bigger. No, I didn't realise that was going to be the case. That is a problem. I say I can't take one out either. Also, something desperately needs to be fixed. Oh, it's been fixed, that's fine. So I don't know what's going on there. So they have grown, but deep outcrop tank. I wonder how. There's only 56. It's just that I'm not quite sure what tank could possibly fit in. If it can't go into that one, it's really bizarre. Large double filter. Wow, that's a big one. Go for this other tank. So I don't know. Sorry, lads. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about you. Evil Black Cat suggests it'll have to swim laps. I think it's definitely at risk of death, sadly. Water quality here ain't great. I think because the fish are growing. That's fine. We can just replace this with a bigger one. There. The thing is, as they grow, they need more and more stuff. I didn't expect the tank size thing to change as they grew up though. But that's most evil. Dark Gamer says, "How do you get the game?" Steam. I believe it might be through other things as well. But look how big this is getting. This is going to start complaining soon, I reckon. Carl says, "I can't get the stream to work now that I'm on my phone, so it's goodbye from me." Okay, well, thanks for being here. Well, actually, I mean, we are stopping fairly soon anyway, so you all missed the last probably about 10-15 minutes, and that's about it. I don't think I can really offer a grand finale, I'm afraid, other than a dying fish. I will actually check my messages just in case. Here we go, horse-eyed jack. So it grew to size 18. As a result, it takes up more space in the tank, eats more, and contributes more to lowering water quality. In addition, horse-eyed jack 1 can now eat tank mates up to size 7. So be careful. Oh, more bog cleaning there. So I feel a bit trapped by all that, but not so much as the fish, admittedly. But Black Cat says, "Wow, that would be a sad finale. All the fish just suddenly keel over and die." Now we did actually get a load more fish. I think we should build one more tank. I think we should do it here in the sandy area. That's going to be really annoying, but I better do that now before we actually put the tank down. Do we need that? Let's really make this big. Although, just for sanity's sake, let's get rid of that. To make it look a bit more straight. Move you. Get out there, Yasin. You're not welcome in that spot. So we need to put the tank in first. So what fish do we need? Let's have a look at what fish. We've got the clownfish, although that's a bit of a nothing fish, to be honest. It's just a regular common or garden boring fish. There's no special requirements. It doesn't really give much in the way of prestige or anything. But we have got some weird stuff, like the crab. So the crab, we can actually put it in with certain tanks. We can put it needs cold water. This one, this cold water, it's literally just got one other fish in this, the cuckoo thing. May eat or damage crustaceans with size 4 or less. Unfortunately, I think the crab is actually a crustacean of size 4 or less. Oh no, it's not, it's a 5. It's size 5 to 9. So we can get away with this. We can bung in a crab. A teensy little crab. There it is. Oh, Birmingham. We can have a look, bit of a peek in my treasure chest. Oh, the coins escaped. Hello. Scuttling around. Well, that was a nice little freebie anyway. Oh, hello, what's going on here? They keep on growing and we need bigger and bigger. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, we need extra feeding thing. We need supplement. Supplement cabinet. Oh, there's nowhere to put this bloody thing. We can't put it there because that blocks off access. It'll just have to be... Oh god, there's nowhere! Right, I'm going to have to move this gift shop. I'm going to put it there instead. Finally get rid of this stupid bit of design. We need to be able to access that for feeding. And we put in the supplement cabinet. We can put that there. There. And that's already restocked. Oh, someone's thrown something. We need another broom. People are starting to throw things on the floor again. We've only got like one broom stand in this entire place. Let's put that there. So this got tidied up at some point. Yeah, it did. Oh, we got the starfish. Is it a chocolate starfish? No, it's not. It's a warm weather thing. Get one of those. And stop it. Move. We need to put in a tank. I was going to decide what fish... Yeah, that was what I was going to do, and then I got distracted. I don't think there's any... Oh, we've got the starfish. We've got 2 starfish. One's warm weather and one's cold weather. We could have a disco mushroom tank. What do you need? You need lighting, your soft coral. Let's just see what else. See if a clownfish. Let's do a clownfish and soft coral tank. It's very exciting. Karagianis says, if you sold one of them, would there be enough space for the other 2? The trouble is, they need to be in a group of 3 or more. Also, this is breaking down again. One of them's dead, anyway. Oops. It needs to be, I believe, it needs to be in a group of at least 3, and we've got insufficient at the moment. So this is all going hideously wrong. One's died, and the others are getting lonely now. And also, this bloody heater keeps on breaking down. So, oh, I don't know what to do about them. So, as I say, you need 3 in the tank, but as they grow, they outgrow the tank, and there isn't a bigger tank than this at the moment. Achievement unlocked. Popular. Not quite sure what that achievement's for, but apparently it must be the number of people in the place, because there's actually loads of people in the place. Still only got 3, which don't seem to get much prestige. Feels like I could get more. Anyway, people are still invading my space. Come on, sod off. Over there. We can finally build this goddamn tank. Let's build a nice big one. A nice corner one. Oh, that really is a big one. 80! I wonder if I can actually make it any bigger than that. 90. I wonder if that's the maximum size. Oh, ooh, look how big that one is. Okay. Right. So, delete that one. Make a bit of space. This is going to be a major... We're going to save your lives, boys. Your horse-eyed jacks. We're going to rescue you. We finally have the realisation that we can do this. It has to be observer tank, I think. Those ones don't quite stretch out big enough, I don't think. So... That's got to be big enough. Although I don't really want it there, exactly there. Let's move it to there. Look how big that is. 100! Although having said that, they still need 108. Ah. Can it be any bigger than that? So the dead one doesn't count as the 3rd. No, it doesn't heal Black Cat. Will I be playing more No Man's Sky on stream? Maybe. Probably not a priority at the moment, though. I'm going to try once more with this. I don't think I can get this any bigger. Oh, that's bigger. That's 120. It's also badly located. So we can do this. Place a bit further back. That's in just such a bad area. Okay. Try it. I'll just move those things around a bit. Yes. Right. Fish! In there. And in there. And we buy another horse-eyed jack. Which really did bite me on the arse. Bloody things. So these are... Oh, you're feeding for no reason now. So there's no fish in there. We'll have to put some new fish in there, obviously. But we'll also need to take care of these. This is going to require quite a lot of equipment, but that's fine. We also need to seal this up. Door. Why's this door open? I want an open door. Right. This has got a list of requirements. 120 heating. Oh, it's because it's really enormous, isn't it? Oh god. Large heater. Well, that requires a bit more heating. Let's put in a power combi. We need some water filtering and some more of that. Oh, bloody hell. We also need to add a feeding thing, a feeding platform like that. Now we need kelp. How much do we need? 18. God damn it. Operation Rescue Horse-Face Catfish, whatever the hell they're called, is working, I think. There we go. And they just need the food. So I think we're done. Dark Gamer says, can you make a walkthrough tank? Yes, but you have to unlock it, and I don't think we've done that yet. But there is, I've seen it in screenshots, there is actually a walkthrough tank that you can unlock. But probably I have to rank up first. What am I doing? I'm putting in... we need herring. Herring dispenser. Herring dispenser can go there. Right. So they're all sorted. Those fish are now going to survive, hopefully. Unfortunately, I've now created a horrible little area down here. Also, that bog's gone rogue. Oh, someone's using the rogue bog. God damn it. Don't do that. We need someone else. We need a cleaner. Oh, everyone needs the bog. Oh god, what's going over here as well? Right, that needs fixing. I'm going to have another staff. This is getting out of hand. We definitely need more people. Who's good? Nobody's good. Fixing and cleaning. Yeah, Olive, you'll do. Already. You're sorting out that. That's good. Right, that's all good. I think. Although there's still a water quality issue here. We've already got so much filtering. Let's add one more. There, that sorts that out. Absolutely full of equipment now. Dark Gamer says, can you put me in the game? In theory, yes, hang on. Olive. Wait, yes, that's Kyle. I'm afraid you're going to have to be Olive. That's all I can fit, I think. Right, so now theoretically I'm walking around there doing stuff. But we are going to start bringing this to a close soon anyway. We've got to just bung in some fish into here. Orchid, doctor, unicorn surgeonfish. This requires a big tank. Have we got... Just put one in. Maybe two. I think two will do. But you need green. Oh, we've already got green in there. So that's fine. They will grow. The vet is leveled up. Let's do fixing again. So you're really good at that. And a bit more sand. Tropical beach paint. No, you can't paint that bit. Right, yeah, and just need a bit. Oh god, the water quality is still not good enough. That's because something's broke. Thankfully, somebody's already... These bits of equipment are piss. They keep on breaking. I might be able to put in a kind of fish that does cleaning. There are cleaning fish. I think you might do the job. There. Although apparently not. Well, what we can do here is demolish that and put in a larger one. There, sorts that out quite nicely. How do you like your big space? Also, you stupid fish. Oh, a bartlett as well. We also need a bit of rock, apparently. Some rubble. There. Enjoy that, lads, while you still can. And I think we're all sorted now. Although someone just got pissy. Why did you get pissy? This coffee is really expensive. Oh my god, you put it at one... I put it up £2, didn't I? Well, let's see where we finished. We finished on just under 600 prestige. So we've got a hell of a long way to go if we want to unlock anything else now. But, yeah, I think we've done quite well here. Just going to see if there's any more... It's feeding time, so we've got lots of requirements. But generally, everything seems to be ticking over nicely. Still feel like we might need more bogs, and this area down here isn't great. We've got visibility of 93%, which is good, but people aren't going. That's the one tank people aren't going to see. Although, actually, these ones up here as well are a bit not that well seen. But other than that, oh god, this is so ugly because of the inability to actually paint all of it. Yeah. Anyway, Pigeon Suck asks, "Did Betty die?" I can't remember where Betty was. I think it was in one of the tanks with lots of stuff, wasn't it? Or she? Maybe it was in the prestige tank. Half and half. I think Betty should be around here somewhere. Let's close all the windows. But I can't remember where Betty is at all. Where's Betty? I think Betty's around. Unless it was in the death tank, but I don't think it was. No idea. Yellow tang. That's a tang tank. I think Betty's around somewhere. Just hanging out. Oh, Betty was in the massive circle tank in the middle. Oh, this one. Yeah. Half and half. Or maybe Betty has died then. Huh. Oh well. R.I.P. Poor old Betty. Also finally got a tunnel tank. I think that's what I was talking about earlier. Right, okay. Oh, well, I'm just going to save that. Where's the... It's usually got background graphics. I think it's gone rogue. Yeah, that's supposed to have some background. Oh well. Slight bug for the lads there. Okay, well I think that was about... That pretty much wraps it up. I think we've got to a good spot. But I think anything else... I think we have to really expand the aquarium. I think because I've been streaming, I haven't actually expanded it nearly as much as I could have done because I could have really gone for it with all the money I had. The trouble is I haven't really got enough fish to necessarily do that without repeating a lot of the fish. And they do start to get... The guests start to get a bit pissy if you do repeat the fish, and also just things like kelp. So it's a bit of a balancing act. So I'm not quite sure how many types of fish you can keep on throwing in their faces before they get pissy, but that's something I need to experiment with. So there will be more Megaquarium on the channel. I think I'm currently expecting to put out episode 2 of the Let's Play tomorrow, which will be the first episode of campaign level 5, which is that one. All the graphics have gone. Never mind. But yeah, the Let's Play will be of this. We'll be starting this one, and then we'll carry on over like a course of another episode, or maybe so. So that'll be that. Elsewhere on the channel, not a huge amount to tell you about next week on the channel. Plans are a bit up in the air at the moment, depending what I'll get sent, because I've got a couple of requests in. Like I want to be able to cover 60 parsecs and whatever before it actually goes live, but it remains to be seen whether that actually happens. Oh, the stream. I think. I think we should be... Yeah, I'll better wrap this up, just in case it is starting to go a bit flaky. I think I'm starting to drop flames. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. We'll be streaming again next week. The stream really is about to die. So bye for now.